The Supreme Court today heard arguments on whether the president can exclude from the country people who are in the U.S. illegally.
At stake here is the amount of federal funding our area receives and also the number of congressional representatives. CBS 2's Lisa Rosner reports.
During an audio-only oral argument session, there were few, if any, takers on the high court for President Trump's effort to leave all unlawful immigrants out of the critical count of the U.S. Census. No president has tried to remove millions of non-citizens from the once-a-decade count of the U.S. population. The administration's lawyer, Jeffrey Wall, explained why now.
For the first half of the nation's history, the question doesn't come up because you don't have federal immigration restrictions.
Wall said the administration could also exclude categories of immigrants, such as those who are in immigration detention or those who have been ordered to leave the country. Chief Justice John Roberts responded.
Well, isn't that going to be like having to unscramble the eggs? I mean, the apportionment, any change in any one state, of course, is going to have ripple effects.
New York Attorney General Letitia James is challenging the president's request. Lawyer Barbara Underwood spoke on her behalf, as well as the American Civil Liberties Union.
This policy ignores the undisputed fact that millions of undocumented immigrants have lived here for decades and have substantial community ties.
People's status changes over time for a lot of different reasons. What about people with DACA?
States could already see an undercount since the census deadline was cut short this year. Some political experts say New Jersey could lose 1 seat in the House of Representatives, and New York may have 2 less seats. The Trump administration asked the high court for a decision by the end of December when numbers are due to the president. But a delay of even 3 weeks means the Census Bureau would be turning numbers over to a new president. Lisa Rosner, CBS 2 News.
President Trump has had a mixed record at the high court on immigration. Previously, the Supreme Court upheld the president's ban on travel to the U.S. by residents of some largely Muslim countries. But it also blocked his bid to add a citizenship question to the census for the first time in 70 years.